My grandfather, Dick Jennings, started this farm in 1948 in Cashers, North Carolina. He relocated here in 1963, and by here I mean at the base of Lake Logan here in Haywood County, directly below the Pisgah National Forest. The water source coming down from the mountain into that lake is nothing but national forest. It's the cleanest water in the entire country. So in 1985, my parents became involved, and at that time we were processing around 500 pounds of fish per week. Today we're processing around 10,000 pounds per week. So as you can see, we've grown by leaps and bounds. And you know that we've certainly had our challenges. We've had floods, fires, famine, but through it all, we have been greeted by nothing but amazing demand for our high-end products. When my grandfather moved here to Lake Logan in 1963, he was able to secure water usage rights because they were actually building the dam for the lake as he leased this property. And the amazing thing about being able to draw water from that lake is that we're able to draw 6,000 gallons per minute, which is a very high volume of water for the size farm that we have. The great thing about that amount of water coming through is when that water hits the raceways, it really simulates a river-like environment so the fish kind of feel at home, so to speak. Another thing we do is we make sure not to overcrowd raceways. You know, a lot of farmers might have 4,000 pounds of fish in a certain size raceway, kind of like what we would have here. We won't put more than 2,000 pounds. Another thing that we do a little differently is the feed that we give our fish. It's a specially milled feed. It's got no mammalian animal byproducts whatsoever. That's definitely a different thing than a lot of farms. And I'd say the combination of those three things, the high flow of water, not crowding, and the different formulated feed, it really says a lot to our commitment to quality. Today we offer a wide variety of trout products, from our flavor-packed rainbow trout fillets to caviar all the way to jerky. We've got a ton of other products as well. Please feel free to check us out at sunbursttrout.com, and if you're ever in the area, please feel free to stop by and say hello.
Sunburst Trout Farms was founded in 1948 by my grandfather, Dick Jennings. He started the farm in Jackson County, North Carolina, and about 15 years later moved here to our present location, nestled beneath a shining rock wilderness, first to receive the pristine waters out of the Pisgah National Forest directly out of Lake Logan. We have a flow of 10,000 gallons per minute flowing through our beautiful raceway system. We produce nearly 10,000 pounds of rainbow trout every week. We still remain family owned and operated. Our rainbow trout caviar has been in production for about 30 years. We began in 1985, and we were going for a product that was of the highest quality with a very affordable price point. What we do is we separate the eggs during the normal fillet process. They're immediately put on ice, taken to our production kitchen, separated, and only the finest eggs are produced. We take a long-standing family recipe, brine them for about 15 minutes. After an appropriate drying time, they're jarred and stored until it's time to ship them out to the most discerning of chefs, consumers, etc. It's perfect as a garnish. It's perfect straight up. The options are literally endless. A brief history of our Sunburst Trout route. Back in 1985, instead of doing the usual protocol of painstakingly taste testing every single batch, my parents would regularly take the trout roe home. They would enjoy it with their friends and family at special occasions. One day they came into the kitchen, and there was my 2-year-old sister, Katie Hughes, in the kitchen floor in front of her 2 empty 2-ounce jars of trout roe. She had successfully demolished about $100 worth of trout roe in one sitting. It was at that point my parents said, "This is our recipe." So yes, indeed, it was a 2-year-old that decided our current recipe today. We know you're going to love our Sunburst Trout caviar in your restaurant or home. So please visit us at sunbursttrout.com, or if you're in the area, stop by and see us. We'd love to meet you. Sunburst Trout Farms was founded in 1948 by my grandfather, Dick Jennings. He started the farm in Jackson County, North Carolina, and about 15 years later moved here to our present location, nestled beneath a shining rock wilderness, first to receive the pristine waters out of the Pisgah National Forest directly out of Lake Logan. We have a flow of 10,000 gallons per minute flowing through our beautiful raceway system. We produce nearly 10,000 pounds of rainbow trout every week, and we still remain family owned and operated. Our jerky is a fantastic product as a bar snack in a restaurant, hiking, children's lunch boxes, and anything in between. Trout jerky is shelf stable. It's good for up to a year. Super high in omega-3s, and by far a healthier jerky alternative. The jerky's ground from high quality rainbow trout trimmings. We season it with a local organic tamari and our own personal family recipe that's been tested and honed over the years. The jerky smoked nice and slow, 8 hours over a lovely hickory wood smoke. It produces one of the finest jerkies on the market. It's got a really nice light oily taste, a well-rounded smoky finish, yet it's mild on the palate, so it's perfect for the everyday connoisseur. It's perfect to throw in a lunchbox for the kids or a purse for an afternoon snack. It's also perfectly suited for a hike or a lightweight energy source for the backpacker. If you're in a pub or a social house, trout jerky is a perfect substitute for a standard bar snack, and it'll complement any variety of ales and lagers. All around, our trout jerky truly is a top competitor in the market. I think you'll agree. So please visit us at sunbursttrout.com, or if you're in the area, stop by and see us. We'd love to meet you.
Hi, I'm John Fleer from Rhubarb in Asheville, North Carolina. We really love working with Sunburst Trout. The fillets and the whole trout that can be harvested in the morning and be on a plate here in the restaurant by the evening, to all of the additional trout products that they carry, the caviar, the trout jerky, the smoked trout. Just an amazing array of products that is really unique to this part of Western North Carolina.